Hi Cancers, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing well. So for all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women, we are now covering March 7th till the 13th. So for this week, guys, let's go over the weekly what's in the sky quickly, and then we'll get straight into your straight into your reading. Okay, so for this week, on the 10th, we have Mercury, the planet of communication and our thoughts and how we communicate, moving into Pisces. So Mercury doesn't like to be in Pisces, so it may be a little bit harder than usual to put our thoughts and our feelings into words. It may feel like we're resonating more, or we could speak better through like arts, poetry, song, music. So it may be a little bit harder than usual to like speak clearly or understand things clearly, like for yourself and maybe other people. Okay, and then we also have Vesta, the asteroid, moving into Aquarius. So this is the time to really protect and organize your mind, your freedom, your individuality. Meaning, you know, sometimes this means distancing or detaching from certain people, places, things that maybe don't match your vibe or are not like-minded, and maybe associating yourself with people, places, things that are a match, that you feel do understand you, or you can be yourself, and being associated with them helps protect your freedom, helps you be yourself. Like, you don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. Right? So this is a time when we're really going to want to stand up for or feel very like strongly about our freedom and being true to us. And, you know, with everything going on in the world, maybe you can kind of feel this as a collective as well. People wanting to like, no, like we care about humanity, caring about everyone and being equal, and not putting everyone or certain people in a box. Okay. All right. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to it. Wow, I can't speak. I'm already getting the Mercury Pisces. That's my natural placement, so it's like I usually struggle sometimes. But we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love, and I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards, okay? All right, so my beautiful Cancerians, when it comes to your health, be careful around any sharp objects this week, around this time. You may, because you know, you could accidentally maybe cut yourself or scrape yourself, or it could fall or something. But just be kind of careful around any sharp objects or something that can maybe cut you or cut into you possibly. And be easy on your mind. I feel like maybe you need some fresh air, or getting outside, or just like releasing tension or talking things out. Sometimes maybe you start to get a headache, or you start to not feel well, because you're holding too much in, or you're not saying enough, or you're not expressing yourself enough, or you're saying too much. So it's finding a balance and equilibrium, but I feel like you need to, or is this time to really get some fresh air, articulate your words and your thoughts, or speak your truth, but also keep a balance. Like, you don't want to like never speak up, but you also don't want to like say so much and then you have to go into like damage control because you blurt out or said more than maybe you should have, that could have cut deeply. So either this week, I feel the energy, it's like you could accidentally cut yourself, or maybe someone cuts themselves, or it can be like your words can cut into someone, or someone's words could cut you. Okay, does that make sense? It could be like physically or like emotionally, mentally. All right, so just be a little bit mindful about your words, anything that could hurt you but also hurt someone else. There's a way to say things, like you don't always have to be you know, you can still criticize or still get your point across without sounding super rude or aggressive, right? All right, so when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, it feels like this week is about your efficiency, multitasking, and making things work in no matter what you have, like making things work with whatever you have going on around you. And it feels like through, it's like you finding your magic, your power in the most unexpected places, situations, and circumstances this week. Like, have you ever cooked something and you didn't have certain ingredients, so you're like, okay, well, I don't have those ingredients, let me just make something up, or let me just like wing it. And then you end up making something really good. You're like, oh wow, like what the heck, that was so good, and it happened by accident. That's the kind of energy I feel for this week for you. Like you may accidentally like make something really good, or come up with a really good idea for a project or a game plan or something for your work, your business, your school, that it just happened accidentally, maybe because you had no other choice, or you just had to do the best with whatever supplies, products, or ideas you had, make the most of what you had, and it ended up being really, really good. So I feel like don't let like the lack of certain things stop you from fulfilling your dreams or stop you from working. You can make the most out of whatever you have, because I feel like this week you're gonna get super creative, or be able to manifest something, or find your true power, your confidence, and realize like, you know what, I can make anything work. Like I don't always have to have every ingredient super perfect, or everything, you know, on the list. I can work with what I have, and sometimes doing that helps me find my magic, and it turn my product or whatever the idea is turns out to be so much better than what I expected. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you go somewhere and you're, I don't know, filming a movie or something, and you were expecting the scene to be a certain way, but then it ended up looking, the weather was different, but it turns out that the weather actually favored the scene and the emotions a lot better than what you would have expected. So apply that kind of idea to your work, school, career, and finances. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. Okay, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side here, we have the Six of Wands, the Hermit, and the Ace of Cups. So some of you may have Virgo somewhere in your chart. And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have the Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. All right, so the main thing that's coming up in this situation right now is like, you may have not, or you didn't appreciate my presence, but you are definitely feeling my absence now. And I feel that heavy, like someone who maybe you guys separated, or you broke up, or you stopped talking, whatever the case is, and they walked away, or you guys both decided to break things off, whatever the case is. I feel like it could have been their choice. Like they either pushed you away, or they said, leave me alone, or maybe they broke up with you, or whatever the case is, they left. Because for whatever reason, they didn't appreciate you, or they're causing a fight or being petty, but now they're definitely feeling your absence. And it's like, now you have the upper hand, okay? Because you didn't try to beg, or, lower your value, lower your dignity, or anything like that. You're like, okay, cool, fine. You don't want to see me? All right. You don't want to hear from me? Fine. Like, you won't hear from me. I will leave you alone. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bother you. You want to do your own thing, you don't want me in your life, okay, cool. Like, I'm just gonna find my way out of here, and I will never bother you again if that's what you want. And you didn't do it in a petty way, in a disrespectful way. It's like, okay, fine, like I'll just do my thing, and whatever, that's what you want, or that's just gonna make you happy, okay, fine. Like, I'm not gonna beg you to be with me, I'm not gonna beg you to love me, because that's not me. And you decided to go within, do some internal work, some healing, maybe tune into your spirituality, or turn to spirituality, find your true self, and do some healing, inner work. You know that everyone kind of goes through that stage after like a separation, or like a breakup, or a disappointment. We all kind of go through that, where we're like, okay, finding, resetting, regrounding ourselves, okay? And you separated, and you're like, okay, I'm just not going to talk to this person. I'm not going to like reach out to them. I'm going to do my own thing. And even if I'm hurting, even if it still kind of stings a little bit, I'm going to do what they asked me to do, or do my own thing. Okay, even if you were still thinking about it, it's like you came out on top, and you were actually the winner. Okay, this person could be another water sign like yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe an earth sign, younger earth sign, possibly Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or possibly maybe air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But it doesn't have to be, guys. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time. Okay, so I kind of feel like they were the ones that chose to walk away or pushed you away, and now they're the ones that are regretting it or definitely feeling your absence, because maybe they were expecting, they probably thought you would come knocking back or messaging them, hitting them up like, oh, I miss you, or they were expecting you to do that possibly, because maybe that's what has happened in the past, either with you or with other people, but you didn't do that. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna leave you, I'm gonna leave you alone. You don't want me to bother you, you don't want me in your life, fine, you will never hear from me again. You're not gonna see me. They were not expecting that. Okay, and now they're missing you, or now they're like, wow, I feel the void, I feel the hole, like I feel the emptiness, like dang, like I thought they would hit me up, or I thought they would, like, I don't know, try to say something, but you didn't. You're like, okay, detached. And now I think they may try to message you if they haven't already, or try to reach out to you to apologize or say hey, or want to see you or talk to you, or maybe make up an excuse to talk to you, like, oh, remember that thing, or maybe asking you for a favor, or pretending like maybe you have something of theirs or they have something of yours. Like, I almost feel like they may use something as an excuse to talk to you or to see you possibly, and that's like their ticket in, their entrance in. And now it just feels like they are the ones that are wanting a new beginning, or want to give you a new offer for a new beginning to start again. But it's almost like maybe it's a little too late, but I don't know, it depends on each and every situation and circumstance. But this offer, I feel, is coming to you. It's like now they are maybe wanting to reach out to you, or wanting to see you, or see, can we start again? Or maybe they're feeling a little bit more forgiving, or just been feeling a little bit of remorse for the past. And now it's like you are the one that's making the decision whether you accept or not. So this new beginning, or opportunity for a new beginning, it's kind of like in the table, the ball's in your court. Like, you are the one to make the decision now. And they're just kind of like thinking, like, oh my gosh, are they gonna say yes? Are they gonna respond to me? I don't know. So it's like the tables turned. Tables always turn. It's like they always come back, okay? And I think part of the reason why they could have left or separated is because of ego, pride, not wanting to be maybe emotionally accountable for themselves, or not making enough room emotionally to hold space for you, and consider probably your feelings, your emotions, or feeling that, oh, you're being too needy, or you're being too emotional, or kind of like pointing the blame or the finger on you, instead of maybe seeing their own faults as well, right? So yeah, it feels like the tables have turned. You always had the upper hand. Even if they were the person that left you, really, you didn't lose anything, because you stayed true to yourself. You didn't try to beg or, lose your self-respect. You never did that. You're like, okay, fine. That's what it is, then I will leave you alone. And now the person who asked you maybe to leave them alone or pushed you away is now the one that's begging you to come back, or wants to come back into your life. Crazy how life works, right? Just crazy. So this could have already happened maybe, or this person maybe possibly be trying to reach out to you, or you may hear from them, or they're definitely thinking about this, giving you some kind of apology, or making it up to you, or reaching out to you. Just seems that way. Okay, all right, so we're going to continue on and extend it to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice at the end. All right, so we'll continue on and extend it. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.